Hello. So let's get to the point. Crisis and education. Schools being closed, exams being cancelled or postponed, universities suspended. These are some words that's been flying around for the last few months. But I have two questions. Is education really on hold and are we really stuck? Let's look at it this way. If this was a normal day in your life, you would be going to your lectures or your classes, you'll be doing your assignments and exams. We go from one thing to another. We are in a kind of a cycle or a system. But now we have some extra time. So instead of looking at this as a setback in your life or you wasting away your life, I ask you to look at it as a bonus time that you get in your life. Think of it this way. Usually inside the cycle I just mentioned, we don't really get a lot of time to do things we like, right? Or to learn things we like, because we have a way of thinking that our curriculum or our syllabus is education, or our school or university is education. But our school, universities and syllabuses are just 0.001% of all the knowledge out there. And it is not the definition of education. There is so much more that you can learn on your own. So I ask you to take this time, think of it as a bonus time and go on to things that you love. It would be out of your curriculum, but it would perk your interest. It would, teach you things, because education is not all about assignments and exams, right? It's about empowering yourself, investing in yourself in terms of knowledge. So use this time to go after the knowledge that you like, things you like. It could be literature, it could be bugs, it could be machines, engineering, anything you like. Just learn. Use this time to learn. And the other thing you can do is learn your curriculum itself. Again, we have a habit of waiting for a teacher to tell us what to do or to give us a note. But you'll be surprised to know that we can actually self-study 1/3 or maybe more of our syllabus on our own. We'll need help, which you will definitely get once the system resumes. But use this time to learn something on your own, and that will give you an edge in the exams and assignments that you will inevitably face once everything goes back to normal. And that edge will allow you to be successful in whatever you do. So use this time to prepare for what is to come. And finally, use this time to plan. Like I said, in this system from 6 years to 25 or 19, wherever you stop your education, you will not have a lot of time to sit down and plan. We have dreams, but not all of us have plans, right? Use this time to plan. How is July 2022 going to help you become the person you want to be in another 5 years or 10 years? Have a plan. Plan it step by step. When you do that, you will see there are gaps in knowledge, things you need to learn, extra subject you have to take, or an extra exam you have to take. Use this time to figure it out, plan it, and note it down. The plan might not always work, but that will be kind of like a blueprint for you to build on. Use this time to figure things out and plan it out, so when everything goes back to normal, we can start working to that plan. So all I'm asking you to do is, instead of looking at this as a setback or a pause in your life, use this as an investment, some bonus time to do everything that you couldn't do before in terms of education and knowledge. So I wish you very best of luck, and thank you very much for having me.
Sri Lanka defeated Australia in a 5-match ODI series for the first time in Sri Lankan cricket history. This ODI series was played from June 14 to June 24, 2022. Australia won the first ODI by 2 wickets, with Glenn Maxwell scoring an unbeaten 80 off 51 balls. Sri Lanka defeated Australia by 26 runs in the second ODI in Pallekele to level the 5-match series 1-1. Sri Lanka won the third ODI by 6 wickets after Australia scored 291 runs for 6 wickets. Pathum Nissanka's magnificent century propelled Sri Lanka to 6-wicket victory over Australia in the third ODI at R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. It was Sri Lanka's highest successful run chase at the Premadasa Stadium and their highest successful run chase against Australia in ODI cricket.
Australia failed at the final ball of the fourth one-day international as Sri Lanka won by 4 runs and took an insurmountable 3-1 lead in the series. Asalanka reached his maiden ODI century in this match. Australia won the fifth and final ODI by 4 wickets, with Sri Lanka winning the series 3-2. Sri Lanka had not beaten Australia in an ODI series since 2010, and that was in Australia. They last won an ODI series at home against Australia way back in 1992. This is the first time in 30 years that Sri Lanka has won an ODI series against the Australians at home.
Today, our entrepreneur segment is reserved for a young lady who decided to light the darkness with her creativity, skills, and dedication. You are about to meet the passionate entrepreneur, Methmini Vijayatilaka, an undergraduate of the Faculty of Dental Sciences, University of Peradeniya. With the idea of bringing smiles to people with something creative and useful, she started Meth's Dream Mart, an online gift and clothes shop in the year 2020. So, the Beats Journal team decided to meet Methmini to hear about her experiences as an entrepreneur.
During the pandemic period, it was so hard for me to start within the house. So, I decided to start an online business with my own effort and my talents. Now it has been 2 years for my online business. During the pandemic period, I made items mainly with the materials I had. Time to time, I tried several types of items. Currently, I am producing all the type of high-stick crafts like pen holders, key holders, mobile phone holders and wall hangers. And also I make soft pillows, sleeping eye masks, bags and several other kinds of swaying items. And also some other different kinds of gift items like dream catchers and gift boxes according to his or her need. I have a separate Facebook page named as Meth's Dream Mart and also an Instagram page. And also I used to share my advertisements via WhatsApp. During the pandemic period, we were stuck within the house. So it was a big challenge for us. To overcome that issue, I had to use the materials I had, and also I used to order some materials online. Most of the time, I used to spend my leisure time effectively with what I can do. Everyone has some hidden talents, even they don't know. So, I like to tell you all, try to find that hidden talents and use it in an effective way. It will be very useful to minimize the stress as well. And also, it's a great pleasure to see smile in others' face with the products I produce. I would like to extend my business little by little with my talents and try to bring happiness for others with my creative and useful things.
It is a great pleasure to know more about your business and have such an insightful interview with you. Hope you will be successful in your business, and we wish you all the very best for your future from Perabeats as well. Thank you.
Ladies and gents, the Walla awoke once again in the month of June by setting the stage for 2 modern breathtaking dramas, organized by the Security Department, Welfare Society of the University of Peradeniya. The renowned Wala Prof.Ediriweera Sarachchandra Open Air Theatre, named after the father of Sri Lankan theatre, Professor Ediriweera Sarachchandra, is practically synonymous with the University of Peradeniya. The drama Deya Danne Nෑ took place on June 8th, while Me Tuwakkuවක් Nowe took place the following day, June 9th. Deya Danne Nෑ, which has written by Sarachchandra, is a freezing comedy, but it also raises awareness of several social concerns. It involves a man in a deep conversation with an actor playing a deity.
The satirical comedy Me Tuwakkuවක් Nowe by Chamila Priyanka is a well-regarded drama that has won awards. The plot involves a monk and a madman looking for salvation. Although these two dramas aren't at the top of the theatrical food chain, their significance is primarily underscored by the fact that they let people back into the Wala. Although there hasn't been a Wala Satya for the residents of the university since 2019, the enormous popularity of these two dramas gave people hope and faith that the tradition is still alive in Pera, although there are students of new generations on campus. Even with the widespread coronavirus and the economic crisis, the Wala at Pera will not perish, as the spectre of Professor Sarachchandra observes proudly by the Hantana breeze.
Amidst the ongoing crisis in Sri Lanka, global depletion of fossil fuels and their current rising prices, the Sri Lankan has come up with a greener and more sustainable alternative to conventional diesel. This is the story of the discovery of that great researcher, Dr. Dulan Samaraweera.
විශේෂයෙන්ම දැනට තියෙන ඩීසල් හිඟතාවයක් ඇතුළු ඒ ප්‍රශ්න නිසා ජෛව කාබනික ඩීසල් කියන මේ ඉන්ධනය මම නිෂ්පාදනය කරා.
He has produced bioorganic diesel using castor seeds, and it has been mentioned that a litre costs a small amount of about 70 rupees. The idea for this new mechanism stems from research he conducted 15 years ago that demonstrates the potential of this plant-based diesel to be a sustainable alternative to conventional fossil fuel-based diesel. He has explained that this biodiesel is similar to regular diesel but emits 30% less carbon dioxide and 20% less carbon monoxide. His opinion is that it is up to the government to take the lead in producing biodiesel on a large scale. Through this system, the environment will be 100% protected and the dollar problem in Sri Lanka will be solved. The doctor has said that the tractor he uses for the agricultural industry and the cab for his personal use run on this diesel. He further mentions that due to the depletion of petroleum fuel, the world has already started using biofuels, and countries like America, Brazil, India and Africa have already used their biodiesel for many years. Therefore, it's a matter of pride to have a researcher in Sri Lanka who made this great discovery that meets the needs of the world.
Seeds of Hope was a project conducted by the Horticulture Society of the Faculty of Agriculture of the University of Peradeniya together with the Emerging Hope Lanka organization. This program was conducted on the 21st of May 2022 in Horana to provide proper guidance for those interested in home gardening. Seeds of Hope was successfully conducted with the participation of 120 enthusiastic homeowners passionate about home gardening. 26 undergraduates from the agriculture faculty of the university also joined this program to share their knowledge with the participants. This session proved to be a very timely project as many people are now interested in home gardening due to the ongoing economic crisis in the country. With this program, the participants were informed about several sectors related to home gardening that included demonstrations and digital applications.
Leo Club of University of Peradeniya recently took part in Helios, the 17th Annual District Conference of Leo District 306C1 on the 18th of June 2022 from noon onwards at Hotel Royal Premises, Siduwa. The event was themed Prepare to Walk Once Again Amongst Ancient Gods and Pharaohs as we bring the pinnacle of the Nile back to life, which in a nutshell is ancient Egypt. Before the grand event Helios 17th Annual District Conference business session was held via the Zoom platform on the 5th of June 2020 from 8:30 am onwards and was coordinated graced with the presence of Lion Chamidwa. At the grand event, the Leo Club of the University of Peradeniya was awarded the Certificate of Achievement as the winner of the most outstanding new Leo Club in the district for the Leo List year 2021 to 2022 in the district contest.
Funky Fest 22 is the second physical event organized by Rotary Club of University of Peradeniya. The event consisted of various fun, interactive activities such as team games, a treasure hunt, and exploring activities such as hiking and wildlife photography. Hanthana Hendawa is known as the most important annual gathering of both current and past members of the Rotary Club of University of Peradeniya for many years. After a whole 2 years, the club has decided to host Hanthana Hendawa as a physical gathering this year. The event was planned by the organizing committee to cater something extravagant and memorable for all the enthusiastic people who participated in the event amidst the country's crisis. The annual general meeting of the Rotary Club of University of Peradeniya was held on 28th of June 2022 as a hybrid event. The new board of directors for the team 22-23 was announced. Rotary Utpala was appointed as the new president.
The University Explorers Club, which was established in 1971 with the theme of Walking is Living, has successfully completed its annual campfire for the hike season 2020-22. After a long pause in physical activities due to the global pandemic, the University Explorers Club is back on track. The annual campfire holds a lot of significance. It is primarily what signifies the end of the hike season and the senior membership awarding ceremony of the UEC as well. Unlike other clubs of the university, UEC does not issue these memberships at the very beginning of a hike season. It's not compulsory to be a member of the society for the newcomers to participate in the UEC events. But the UEC senior membership is a place earned within the club by the juniors with their engagement during the hike season. They are awarded the infamous maroon jersey of the University Explorers Club, which would say that they've earned lifetime senior membership. Apart from that, the annual campfire is indeed a place to get to know the alumni of the club as well as the fellow members, and a platform for the juniors to show off their talents to the rest. The annual campfire, which was held on the 10th of June 2022 from 6 p.m. onwards at the ground premises of the University of Peradeniya, was to signify the end of the 2020-22 hike season, and it marked the 9th event of the UEC annual calendar on a victorious note. That's all from the Explorers Club.
Yes, we've experienced an economic crisis unlike any other country has had in recent decades in world history. With all that, it's fine to be nervous about your finances. However, the truth is that panicking won't do you any good to escape this burning hell. So, it's a smart idea to start considering your finances seriously. When it comes to personal finance, maintaining an emergency fund is crucial. One day you will see that it's worth it because life is so unpredictable. Another key step is to keep track of your earnings and expenses. To manage it, you can use journals, Excel sheets, different software or apps.
There are also some simple habits for you to grow your savings basket day by day. Practice questioning when you encounter an expense. Consider whether you need to buy it or can live without it. You will realize how much money you've been wasting on unnecessary expenses. When you go shopping, there's a way you can avoid getting stuck with a hefty bill. Make a list of everything you want in advance and always plan it out.
Additionally, you might put the money that is left over at the end of the day or money you get back from the debts into a small savings basket. Create a system of penalties whereby if you do anything wrong, you must put a certain amount into your savings basket. You'll see that the savings basket will gradually top up. Although they seem quite simple, you'll soon realize how much money you've saved effortlessly. As we search for a solution, budgeting is so far the only focus until we find a way out.